What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Poke Office. My name is Colin. Today we're going to talk about 2 positives, 2 negatives, and 1 question mark that I still have regarding Pokemon's newest set, Stellar Crown, which just came out last weekend. So we've had the weekend to open up the product, stew on it a little bit, check out all of the cards. What's your main takeaway from Stellar Crown? Do you like it? Are you skipping it? Do you think it's garbage? Like, I've seen a lot of comments throughout Discord and throughout YouTube, and there's some really different comments regarding Pokemon's newest set. So I want to talk about like the good, the bad, maybe some questions that we have. And I broke it down, like I said, into 2, and 1. If you do like my content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. And as always, if you hit the like button, that helps shoot this video out to more people as well. So I'd really appreciate it. And one more thing, I know I say it a lot lately, but if you want to support the channel more, you can join the YouTube membership. The link is down below in the description or on my YouTube homepage. And that actually gets you access to discount codes all the time on my new website, thepokeoffice.com, where I'm listing more singles, more graded stuff, and the live streams. So that's kind of cool. I'm pretty excited about it. So you can go check that out now. It's www.thepokeoffice.com, and you can get discount codes if you join the membership. Appreciate you all. So I want to start off with the positives. You got to start with the positives, because then we like sandwich in the good stuff with the bad stuff instead of just straight up, Stellar Crown is trash, because it's not trash. So number 1, I think the pull rates, Pokemon Company has made the pull rates for Stellar Crown quite a fun set to open. I'm looking at Danny Phantom's stats right now. So if you haven't checked his pull rate data video out yet, I would recommend you do so. It's really good. He breaks it down. But here it is. Average double rares per booster box, 6.05. Okay? So you're getting like 6 regular hits per booster box, which is not too bad. Average ace specs, 1.64. So some boxes have 2, some boxes have 1. Average ultra rares, which are like the full arts basically. So in that last slot of your booster pack, 2.48. So some boxes have 2, some boxes have 3. And in my experience, that was exactly the case. Some boxes had 2, some boxes had 3. So that's kind of fun. Like, you get the full art trainers, and then there's some full art Pokemon. Some of them are worth more than others, so it's not like a huge hit, but it's not too bad. Here's where it gets really interesting. The illustration rares is 2.67 illustration rares per box. So once again, that is right in line with my experience opening Stellar Crown as well, where a few boxes, I think not very many, but a few boxes only had 2 illustration rares. Most boxes actually ended up having 3 illustration rares. Next, on to special illustration rares. His data says you get 0.41 per booster box of special illustration rares, which realistically is like kind of close to half. So out of a case and a half worth of booster boxes, or 10 booster boxes, I think we pulled 4. So it's right in line, 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 booster boxes have a special illustration rare. So that was like right in line. All of my experiences so far completely match up with Danny Phantom, and yet Danny Phantom opened 2,000 booster packs, over 2,000 booster packs. I only opened up 10. So he had 58 booster boxes. I only opened up 10. So his numbers are going to be better than mine. Average hyper rares, 0.22. So 2 out of 10 boxes, or 1 out of 5 boxes, basically, which I don't remember how many gold cards we had. More than 2, I think. Maybe 3. I don't know. Anyways, pull rates, kind of fun. Like, we were averaging probably 14 hits. Danny Phantom says you average 13.48 hits. So right in line with that too. We had one box on Thursday night that we had 16 hits, and most boxes had 15 hits. The occasional like kind of crappier box had 13 hits. That makes Pokemon opening booster boxes really fun, because you're getting a hit at least 1 in every 3 packs, which I really, really like, because their sets, like, do you remember opening up Evolving Skies and Fusion Strike and Chilling Reign booster boxes where you get 8 hits per booster box? That is painful. It's like 1 in 4. Oof, it's brutal. 1 in 4. That makes a big difference. 1 in 3 to 1 in 4 makes a big difference in terms of like how much fun opening Pokemon cards is. So I think in the grand scheme of things, Pokemon has knocked it out of the park with these pull rates, because I don't want the chase cards to be really easy to pull. I think there was a huge problem early on. If you think back to like Obsidian Flames, where we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but Obsidian Flames had such a small set, which is similar to Stellar Crown, and yet the Charizard was really not very hard to pull either. So that kind of sets up for failure in terms of Pokemon collecting. Might be really good for the TCG, but for actual Pokemon card collectors, that's not a great thing, because if it's easy to pull and there's not very many like variants of how many special illustration rare cards you can pull, that changes things quite a bit. So that's my number one positive about Stellar Crown. I think it's a pretty fun set to open. Number two, and this is where it actually gets really good, I think this is the biggest strength of Stellar Crown, is the illustration rares. Let's check this out. Okay, actually, first off, it has a Lechonk in it, so it really can't be that bad of a set. Chonk! But realistically, here's the illustration rares. I'll move my head out of the way. So, of course, the two big ones are on the left and the right here. Bulbasaur and the Squirtle. Both cards are absolutely phenomenal. We pulled both of them on the live stream on Thursday, and these cards are really, really good. A couple other standouts that I thought were awesome. This Ladian is absolutely spectacular in person. It has that like really cool hollow foil along the sky where it's awesome. Legitimately one of my favorite cards that we pulled out of the set. Reboot also has this just absolutely insane artwork to it that looks so much better in person than it does on the screen. So that was a standout for me. The Crabominable, interesting. It's very, very light. Like, it's one of the most unique cards I've ever seen in Pokemon. I didn't love it at the time, but very unique. The Zeraora, a really, really banging card. I like that one a lot. And then this Gulpin, I don't want to say it's one of my favorite artworks because it's certainly not, but it's very interesting artwork because it just has like kind of flat colors on it, which then you put some hollow foil on there and it kind of looks interesting. Okay. The illustration rares are really, really good. This is the last one, and Archaludon. I got not very much good to say about Archaludon. I'm just not a Duraludon or Archaludon fan, so you know the drill. So I think the illustration rares is really where Stellar Crown shines, and that kind of leads us into the two negatives that I have to talk about, because more often than not, like think back to other sets where the illustration rares are the best part of the set. Shrouded Fable recently had really great illustration rares. Not a ton of great special illustration rares. It's not a very popular set, let's be honest. Okay, what else? Obsidian Flames. Some great illustration rares. Ninetales, Gloom, Cleffa, and then not great special illustration rares. Even though I do love the Pidgeot, I do love the Charizard special illustration rare, just not a ton to draw you closer into Obsidian Flames yet again. So, with that being said, is Stellar Crown actually that good? Because, yes, the illustration rares are awesome, but there's a lot of arguments going on, or debates, so to speak, on YouTube and Discord that Stellar Crown cannot just be held up by illustration rares. There's got to be something more to it. A good Pokemon set needs more of a punch than just a couple good illustration rares. And I don't necessarily disagree. So here's one of my problems or negatives regarding Stellar Crown is there's just not a big chase card. There's just not. It's a small set, and these kind of go hand in hand. Small set, not a big chase card. And the pull rates are kind of easy. So it's just turning into lots of people are already pulling the Bulbasaur. Lots of people are already pulling the Squirtle. Lots of people are pulling the special illustration rare Terapagos. Lots of people are pulling the Lacey and the Briar. And it's just turning into another set where Danny Phantom only took 700 packs, I think he said, to master set this. That's every single common card with the reverse holo and all of the illustration rares. Special illustration rares, hyper rares, ultra rares, all the good stuff. 700 packs. That doesn't make for an extremely big chase to continue opening Stellar Crown long into the future. So that's an issue. Let's just take a look at the special illustration rares quick. Okay, here they are. So, of course, the big chase right now is the Terapagos, currently at $120 market price. I pulled it twice on live stream. It's a cool looking card. I'm going to be honest with you. I really like the intricacies of the background of this card. This orange and yellow and green border, that's where I don't love it. It doesn't shimmer enough. It doesn't shine enough. And if you've seen a picture online where you're holding the Japanese version of the card along with the English version of the card, the Japanese version is so good because it has that texture to it, and it just like, it doesn't look cheap. And the English card is just, they missed the mark a little bit. They missed the mark. Okay, same with the Galvantula. It has that rainbow border, and I think that it could be really, really cool, but just missed the mark. Are any of these an actual big chase card? Hydrapple, I think the artwork is actually really cool on that. Daxbun, I think the artwork is really cool on that. Briar and Lacey, I think both artworks are really, really stunning. It's just missing that big chase card. It doesn't have a Greninja, or it doesn't have a Giratina, or it doesn't have, like, there's no Pokemon that is drawing you in to Stellar Crown to continue opening it until you finally get that hit. Which leads me to maybe my biggest negative towards Stellar Crown, and it's this. Let me just find it. How in the world did Pokemon miss the most easiest home run it could have ever hit? I mean, the pitcher was just throwing a nice little lob right down the center. Pokemon has the power to get it out of the park, and they just missed it. They swing and a miss. Lapras EX, how do you not put a special illustration rare Lapras into the set? I have seen so many comments about this, and I feel the exact same way. It just hurts my soul that they missed Lapras as a special illustration rare Pokemon. I don't understand how. Honestly, it's just like, it was the easiest thing for Pokemon to knock this set out of the park. It could have been a huge chase card. They could have made the pull rates harder on it. Oh my goodness. They could have even put the rainbow borders on it. I don't care that Lapras is wearing the Terra hat. I'm fine with it. It could have been so cool. So cool. And Pokemon just missed the mark. That is my biggest negative of the set. Literally every time I pull just the regular Lapras or this ultra rare Lapras, I'm like, it breaks my heart. It really, really does, which is so sad because it's just like one Pokemon that they've missed. But of all things, Lapras has got to be like in my top 5 of Pokemon that I want to see a special illustration rare for. Okay, so those are my 2 positives, 2 negatives. My question mark kind of has to do with this rainbow border as well. So I told you that I think the English version of it looks a little bit cheap. Here's the thing. I like that Pokemon continues to try new gimmicks. Like, they had the Mega Pokemon, and they had the EX, and the GX, and the Pokemon V, and the Pokemon VMAX, and then all sorts of different stuff. Now they have the Terra hat. I'm okay with it. Like, check this out. This Cinderace card is actually such a good artwork card. I really, really like it. Even this Lapras, as much as I hate that they missed the special illustration rare version of it, I like the card a lot. The Galvantula, it's a good looking card. I like that. I like it. So I think the Rainbow Terra hats could be a really cool thing. And I like that Pokemon is just like trying new things and putting new things out there. Maybe they're going to bring back Mega Pokemon, or maybe they're going to bring back Tag Team Pokemon. That was another gimmick that worked really well. Like, I like all this stuff. I like that Pokemon continues pushing new things into the card game. I think it makes it a lot more interesting and keeps us on our toes, while they're still bringing in the nostalgia piece. Like, they brought back 151. Now we're going to see partner Pokemon again, and then we're going to see Team Rocket. Like, it's going to be absolutely amazing. I just can't freaking wait. Legitimately, I get so excited thinking about it. But I like that Pokemon tries new things. However, these rainbow borders look cheap. That's my issue. Just make it good. Make it good. The rainbow borders in Japanese look so good, and in English they don't. Why? Why do you have to ruin a good thing? Because I don't mind the Terra hats. I really like the idea of the rainbow borders. I think the idea of it looks absolutely spectacular. And yet in person, it just is like, it's just missing the mark a little bit. And I want to say, like, if I'm someone who works in Pokemon quality control, if they even have quality control people, ouch, burn. Psst. But seriously, if I'm there and I see these borders, I'm like, man, this could be a really great thing, and we kind of missed the mark. Let's try and get it a little better for next time. So I'm not saying to reprint all of Stellar Crown, but if there's going to be rainbow borders and surging sparks and onward in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet era, let's go, man. Let's make this awesome because they could look so good. Anyways, I've been rambling on for long enough. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I mean, you know it. I'm always excited about new Pokemon sets. I'm always excited to rip into Pokemon packs. And even if the set isn't my favorite thing, it's still amazing that I get the opportunity to open Pokemon cards, talk about it with you all, and that you watch. I appreciate it so much. If you like the content, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and of course, leave a comment. Let's open 10 more packs of Stellar Crown. I mean, seriously, Pokemon, you got like 90% of the way there by putting Lapras on the pack art, swimming, and it's in the background, and it's wearing the Terra hat. Oh my, they missed it. It was right there for the taking. It's like they were that gold miner meme where he's walking away and the other guy's digging, just like one more foot to go before he hits the jackpot. Pokemon was 1 foot before hitting the jackpot. Ugh. It's devastating. Come on. I want to pull a special illustration rare somehow. Somehow. Can I break the cycle and actually... This is still from the 10th booster box, so it's my last 10 packs from it. So one more would make it 5 special illustration rares out of 10 booster boxes. So 50% rather than 40%. Not too bad. But even if we don't, I've pulled some okay things. I pulled the really good Chonk. What is it? Underground something. The gold card. The gold stadium card. I can't remember what the actual word is, but Area 0 Underdepths. That's what it is. That's what it is. See, I get there eventually. Even a blind man gets lucky sometimes. But come on. There it is. Iron Boulder, Meltan. Just to rub it in my face a little more. Pulling the Lapras. Come on. Where's the special illustration rare? And, okay, here's the thing. This kind of like rainbow looking border, even though it's not really a rainbow border, but it kind of is. And it shimmers and it looks really good. I think this is one of the coolest double rare Pokemon cards that they've made. The border looks really good. On the special illustration rare, it doesn't look quite as good, and I don't know how they missed the mark that bad, but that's it's a bit of a doozy. All I do is talk about Lapras and how they missed it, and then I pull the Lapras card. Shocker. Wow. Arceus and Bidoof just are not loving that I talked negatively about Pokemon. See, I'm supposed to be the positive guy. I love everything. And now I'm talking crap? Come on. Venusaur. Surprisingly, both the Venusaur and the Blastoise are like only 50 cents each. Not even. Kind of crazy. So I do like that they include them though. Like, you gotta give the other 3 final evolutions of the Kanto starters some love when all you do is give Charizard love all the time. So I do like that. What else I like? Pulling special illustration rares. So let's get it. We got 4 packs left. That would make my dreams come true until the next opening where I'd want to do it again. Come on. Ooh, yes, that's what I'm talking about. The Reboot. What a great card that is. Seriously, look at how good that card looks. It is beautiful. I can believe it because the pull rates are decently generous enough and the set is small enough. But the Reboot card is not worth very much. It's actually quite low on the value ladder, but my goodness, it's a good looking card. A really good looking card. Ooh, 2 packs left. 2 packs left. Come on. And the crazy thing is, we're literally less than 2 months away from Surging Spark. and I keep writing my love story to Pokemon, they're on the right track. End of 2024 and 2025 is just going to be ridiculously good for the Pokemon space, and I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm excited. This is the last pack, and then I will shut up. Come on, baby. Nothing. Anyways, that's going to do it for me at the Poke Office. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit all the buttons for me. I appreciate you supporting my channel. Until next time. Peace!